What's going on, everybody? You know the name of the channel. Shut up, Leon, because y'all don't want to hear the truth. The subject. I mean, you see the title of the video, okay? So the myth that men are useless and women don't need men is absolute 100% bullshit. Okay. Same as the myth that men don't need women. It's absolute bullshit. But let's get back to the women saying they don't need men myth. I had a friend a couple months ago. We went out to eat and we're all talking and chatting, and she's the single friend, okay? For a reason. We'll get into that in a bit. But when it came up in conversation, it came up in the conversation because one of the girls that was dating one of the guys in the group made a compliment about how she wouldn't know what to do if she didn't have her man. A wonderful compliment. She meant nothing but good from it. She was trying to compliment her man, in which she succeeded, and we were like, oh, you know. And then my other friend, she stepped in and said something like, well, you know, in this day and age with modern technology and apps and stuff like that, a woman really doesn't need a man. And we were like, whoa, 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 chill out, chill out, chill out. And what I said was, I go, are you sure about that? Because I've never had anything delivered in the last 2 years, and the delivery person was a woman. Not even food. Not even food. So yeah, you got an app. You got modern day technology. You can call somebody to get something delivered to you, right? Or you can call a repairman, right? But they're normally men. Those service industry jobs where someone has to come out to your house, it's normally a man. Very rarely do you have a woman. And I mean, even for food, even for pizza delivery, I mean, every pizza I've ever had delivered is a guy. And so when I said that, she kind of like, you know, she didn't say you're right. She didn't agree with us, but she kind of backed down. She read the room and she saw everybody at the table was kind of like, but you lying. Now, I just don't understand. We are in a day and age where modern women believe that they don't need a man because they have an app, but they stop, and that's where their thinking stops. They don't connect the fucking rest of the dots, and they don't put the bigger picture together. Yeah, it's an app. It's electronic. You may not feel like that app is a real person, but when the food comes to you or the delivery man comes to your house, it's normally a man. You know, and I even asked her, I said, how many deliveries, how many food deliveries, or how many repairmen you've ever had come to your house and they were women? She hesitated, she paused for a while, and I said, exactly, they were all men. I go, because me, again, in the last 2 years, I've never had a delivery person or a repairman or anything like that come to the house and they were a woman. Never had that. You know, not saying that they don't exist. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure there's pizza delivery women. And now you got grocery delivery and all that stuff. Everybody getting in on that type of stuff. So you definitely got a woman out there doing it, but not many. So when women say something like that, there's no need for an argument. But at the same time, a couple educated questions will destroy that person's whole myth that they've created in their head where they don't need a man. And I noticed this: it's always the single women or the women who aren't very good at getting along with people that say things like that because they're alone and nobody really wants to, like, you know, stick it out with them because they're not you know, type of people that you want to get along with. They're not very, they're not just not the type of person that gets along with people. Let me put it like that. So that whole myth, I would like for anybody watching this video, whether you're male or female, to actually, when you hear somebody say that, just take a moment to ask them just a couple intelligent questions and destroy that myth, because that myth has been around way too long. It's outlived its welcome. And for me to hear something like that down here in Mexico, guys, that lets me know that negative influence, that negative American influence. I'm an American and I fought for my country and I'm proud of America. And I respect where I came from and I also respect where I'm at. But a lot of negative American trends seep down here in New Mexico. And that's one of the reasons why I did this video, because I'm like, wow, man, more people need to just, you don't have to be angry, you don't have to be climactic, but just ask a couple questions, brief questions, wise questions. It doesn't take, it only takes a couple questions to really destroy a lie, and it only takes a couple intelligent questions to really destroy a myth, you know? So I asked you guys, hey, just stop, take a moment. If you ever hear somebody, a woman or a man say something like that, just ask them a couple questions, just like I asked. You know, first of all, why exactly do you believe that that's true? You know, does it have something to do with the fact that you're just a grumpy person and nobody likes to, you know, wants to waste their time with you? Or is it just that you've been single for so long, you feel like you're gonna go the rest of your life without somebody? You know, that you would open your mouth and say something like that. Have you been lonely for so long that you're kind of, you know, lashing out in anger? Is this your way of handling things? Simple questions, guys. Calm, cool, collected questions will destroy these myths and cause people to think. Because when a woman says she doesn't need a man, she may not realize that she's absolutely full of shit. And she may need your help in order to destroy that myth that is so tightly wound in her brain. Guys, stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you. Out.